This time at the Quick Speed Shop, we're going to try to do a tool review on this Pittsburg portable tire changer. But the thing is, I bought an open box return from Harbor Freight on sale from 60 down to 47, and then I got them to knock a little bit more off, another 10%. So I got it for $38, and we're going to see why in a second. Hopefully, it's not completely garbage, but we'll find out. Watch this. Unboxing. Boom. Here's why. Somebody used it and abused it and brought it back. So now can I use it and abuse it and not bring it back? So it looks like they had to do some tires. Oh, hold on a minute. I bought these. These are unrelated. You know, this is pretty bad to use something, beat it all up, and then, oh no, I see something really bad with it. Uh-oh. Use something, beat it all up, and then return it. But let's open her up. So Pittsburg Tire Changer, 58731. Let's see the damage. At least they put the instructions back in it, so we got those. All right. Let's take a look. Got some kind of rubber deal here that's been used, obviously. Nothing in there. We've got part of it here. Oh no. Completely blown out already. Look at that. Blown out there. That's super light duty tubing, so I can see why that would blow out. This is part of the rim. This is the rim, the bead breaker. We've got one of the feet. Oh my God. Look at that. Bolt hole pulled almost all the way through the channel. Man, this thing is super light duty. I think we're going to end up modifying this and making it better, but almost pulled the bolt through that. What else we got? Oh, here's the tire iron bar spin around deal. Paint's all knocked off that. It's powder coated, looks like. Paint's all knocked off. Looks like they threw it across the driveway 15 times. Oh boy. Did I make a mistake? We've got some kind of jobber here with the paint worn off that side. At least they put some of the cardboard back in it. We got the main machine here. Oh my, this thing is super light duty. So that's the main tire post clamping machine. Here's where the piece clamps on it here. Looks like we got the pin, we got the bolts. That is a little bent on the bottom. Unless this threads onto the, oh okay, this piece threads on here. That appears to be intact. Got a couple more feet on the bottom here. Can we put it together? Let me look at the picture. And it looks like this goes like this. This goes like this. Then they give you holes to bolt it down to the floor if you want to. I can see that's where they bent this right out. So that's the bottom cross. This is your part of your bead breaking deal here. Here to be missing some sort of pin. Aha! There is a pin that used to be there, which is completely missing, and that is also bent. So that goes on there. This must be your clamp. That's what it is. That must clamp down there. Spin that down, that locks onto your rim. Okay. Bar. You use the end of the iron here, and you get it in the tire, and then you run it around the thing. So this thing has definitely been used and abused. Like, completely ripped apart here. So let me go ahead and bolt it together real fast, and I'm going to bash this back in place, and we'll see if we can actually get it to mount a tire. Where does this go? Right there. Just like that. All right. Okay, assembled the tire change machine. The first thing I did is throw out all the metric garbage hardware. I put grade 8 bolts in it here, and I used some flat washers to kind of reinforce it. I got it all assembled. I'm going to install some concrete anchors into the floor here. These are deals you drill a 1/2-inch hole, then you use an arbor and you drive them and they expand into the floor. So there's going to be 4 3/8 bolts holding this to the floor over here. I kind of put it out of the way, and it'll bolt down, but it'll be easily removable if I need it out of the way, but I won't be tripping over the the anchors, I'll put the bolts in it when I'm not having this bolted down, so dirt doesn't get in the holes. And I've got a hammer drill. I'm just going to go fast real quick here and drill some holes in the concrete. If I can find my drill bits. Just drill the floor. I've drilled all my holes out to 1/2 inch. And these anchors have a little arbor here that you beat them down in. The bottom of it expands. I vacuumed up all the dust, and these should just drop down in here. I'll tap them down in, flush with the floor. Now that's set all 4 anchors. I'll just take some 3/8 bolts and bolt this guy down. I set this 20 inches off the wall, so in theory I could get a 40-inch tire on here. Okay, I got the tool bolted down here. I made another rubber flap to protect my rims because they're freshly powder coated. That's going to go under the top piece here. And we're going to start off with a 16x6 Ford truck rim that we're just going to place on here like that. And I can already tell that the lug pin is barely going to fit in there, but we'll try it anyways. Throw this guy on here, and then this goes like this. I think the lug pin is supposed to go through this part and through the wheel. I guess it can't. So we'll center the wheel up, put the pin in there. I don't know why it drops down so far, but it does. And then this piece bolts on. Like that. Use the bar to tighten it. Not sure how tight it goes, but we'll give her a go without stripping it. It's mounted on there pretty good. Now my tire is a 16-inch tire, E-rated, so it's really heavy, thick sidewall, 235/85/16. I've put some soap, dish soap, actually on the tire bead to help try to use it as a lubricant. So I think we're going to go over here and I'm going to try to push the tire on the bead by hand. Like, set the lower bead. And it's almost going on. Now I have tire spoons that are not included in the Pittsburg kit. These are tire spoons I bought separately for another project. I'm going to try to use that to help me get the tire on the rim. I don't want to scratch my rims up though. This could scratch the crap out of this. Where's the tire doctor when you need him? Should be able to push this on here. No, it's not going. I have to use my tire spoon. Slowly going. I'm almost there, but I need to force that bead on. There we go. Whew. Now you're going to want to start the outer bead around and trying to roll it as best we can around here. This is where you use the bar. This, you're going to want to get your end of your deal. Whichever side we're going to choose, I'll choose that one first. Oh. And it's going to want to run around. Oh. Run around the tire. And you got to try to keep it. This is not the best tire to learn on because this is super hard. Bear with me, folks. First time doing this. That was way, way too hard. Way too hard. Rubbed the crap out of my rim, hit it with the tire iron a couple times, chipped the powder coat. Way, way too hard. Unless you got like farm tires or something you don't care about, not worth it putting these good wheels on here. This is my spare, so I wanted to practice with it. I have 4 more good tires. I am not going to use this on the good tires. That was way too hard to get this guy on here. I mean, it does a good job of holding the tire, but it doesn't definitely, that bar, the end is misshaped, maybe it can be ground to fit in there. This rim also has a big roll on it, which made it very difficult to get the tire on. And this tire is very stiff. I mean, smaller car tires might work out better, I don't know. I just had extreme difficulty. I'm going to cut this down, but I've been at it 25 minutes to put this tire on. I'm taking the rest to the tire shop and paying my buddy to do it so I don't ruin the rim and I can get things going. It's only $38, so it's not a big deal, but it was definitely too much of a struggle to get this big truck tire on there. Let's see if we can get the bead to set. Okay, there we go. It's taking the bead. Did the bottom bead go on? I didn't hear it, but yeah, it's on there. So at least I was able to do that part. I mean, do a little at-home action, but definitely was a struggle. Okay, so what do we learn? It sucks. But in the machine's defense, this is an E-rated super thick sidewall tire, which is a struggle for regular tire machines to put on because they're just so stiff. As you saw, I had to use a myriad of tire spoons and vice grips and everything else to get it. I mean, is the machine still here? Bolted to the floor, not bent over? Yeah. Are we going to use the bead breaker and see how that works? Nope. I got my tire on. I did what I wanted. Was it worth the $38? I think so, because I can always use it for, lawn tractor tires, it mounted this, so in theory, it'll mount tires. But honestly, if you think you're going to save yourself some time and money, like I said, that was 25 minutes of struggle, and I cut down to whatever I cut it down to. So I got 5 tires to do, so I'm not spending 2 hours mounting tires with this stupid machine. Save yourself the $60, unless you really got to have one and want to fight with it, or want to modify, build your own tooling. I would say just pay the tire shop to mount your tires. I just wanted to see if I could do this, and I need the spare right now for my project, and it's going to be a couple days from now until I get my buddy to mount the other tires. But I just wanted to see if it would work, and it's a super struggle. So I guess all in all, we opened up a used box that I got 30% off from Harbor Freight. It was damaged, straightened it out, bolted it to the floor. It mounted a tire. It was a struggle. So take it as you will. I'm not recommending this thing. If that's all you got and you're out in the middle of the wilderness and you need to do something, it'll do it. If you want to have your sanity and not rip your fingers off and not spend 4 hours mounting tires, I'm going to guess take it to the tire shop, spend $60 and have them mount the tires for you. But as you can see, it did work, kind of, with extra tools. So, another Harbor Freight tool review? I guess. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. I'm going to work on fun stuff, not this thing. And we'll see, whatever that is, you'll see it right here. Bam! At the Quick Speed Shop. I got to take my sweatshirt off. I'm dying now.